break. This is still Doreen Kensha, Women in Business on Smart 24 TV. We still wish you a happy new year. People, please be intent on starting something this year, 2024. Stop procrastinating. There's a person whom we actually had, an amazing lady, and she said you can have your vouchers, you can have your planners, your diaries, your what, until they're like this. But if you never start, nothing. Yes. It is nothing. You must start. What have we learned from these two amazing people that we have today on this episode? Approach something that you're passionate about. Yes? Something that you're passionate about, something that you love. Start off with something that you love, and then do some research on it. Don't just go there just because you have done, you love it. No, love is not enough. Do some research on it. And then we move on to the third part.
Sure.
Yes,
Thank
Robert.
you so much, Doreen. And to the ladies out there, number 3 is write some sort of business plan. To those that are educated, they understand the concept of business planning. For those that have not heard about it, a business plan is simply a breakdown of what the business is going to sell exactly, because it is from the research that you now decide on the products or services that you're going to put out to the market. So now you have to write a business plan, and a business plan, I will summarize what it contains.
That's what I want.
Number 1, what exactly are you going to sell? Is it a product or service? Number 2, what marketing strategy are you going to use?
Let us do it like this. As you go through, I want it, let us translate for the person out there. Number 1, what are you going to sell? Is it product or service? Yes. He's going to talk about it, you're going to translate as you talk it and looking at that woman there. So that we want every woman to understand. When you're talking about marketing strategy, in simple words, what does that mean? So, number 1, what are you going to
sell?
Product or service?
Product or service.
In layman language, that is what?
Muluganda.
Yes.
Kakati mu Luganda kitegeeza nti bw'oba okola plan yo eya business, ekisookerwako olina okumanya ki ky'ogenda okutunda. Business ye egenda kutunda ki? Kuba tosobola gamba kati ngenda kutandika business n'otandika okunoonya ssente nga tomanyi ki ky'ogenda kutunda.
And then number 2?
Number 2 is how are you going to sell in terms of that is a marketing strategy. What exactly are the platforms or the methods that you're going to use to sell? Because the problem is you have an idea you're passionate about and you have the product or service, but you go and set up shop and sit there and wait. That is one of the reasons as to why the other businesses don't last a year. They start and sit there.
Yes.
That is the biggest mistake you can ever make in business. You have to sell to people or potential customers.
Translate.
Kakati mu Luganda ekyokubiri kyayogerako nti olina okumanya ogenda kutunda otya. Byo bye waplaninze okutunda obimaze obitegedde. Ogenda kutunda otya. Ngenda bawa example abakyala abali eyo nti nze nga omuntu engeri gye nasalawo okubanga nkola network marketing namanya nti ngenda kutunda ntya. Nze ntundira ku platforms ez'enjawulo, ku WhatsApp status yange, ku email stories zange, ku Facebook stories zange, era obeera awo ogenda okulaba nga client yazze. Nga client sina Munnayuganda, to make things good, si worse this time. Ogenda okulaba olinga akuweereza message, nkulaba opostinga nnyo this. Ddala nze nina omuntu kino kimuluma onoomukolako. I have doctors in Mulago.
That you supply.
That I supply. They be like, ono muntu leero onoomusobola jangu olabe.
Marketing strategy yo ya online.
Online. Nze ne bw'onnoonya ku mwendo ogw'ekiro. My data is always on.
Si kutula mu kizimbe and then you wait for them to come and then you're accruing.
And that thing really applies ne mu business yaffe. Bwe weegatta ku business n'ogamba kati njoyininze network marketing. Maze okuteekayo capital wange. Let me sit back.
It won't work.
It won't work.
What is the third?
Before the third, maybe to outline for them the available marketing platforms.
Yes.
There are radios where you can buy adverts. There is Google business profiles and websites. Now that is online. Then there is social media, which she talked about as being emo, using WhatsApp statuses, using Facebook, Twitter,
all
LinkedIn,
platforms,
Pinterest, and all other digital, that is digital marketing.
But you must have data.
Of course. So that is now, those are then there is television like Smart
24.
Which is known for business. So you can always decide, depending on what you're going to sell, which one of these
are you going to use?
Are they billboards? There are many marketing.
What helps me decide which one?
Your product or service and the people you found out that buy, where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah, because while doing market research, you determined what is the market.
Yes.
So that market guides you on deciding how to sell to them. Are they found on social media? Are they found on TV watching? Are they people who will be seeing billboards? Are they people who listen to radios up country? So during the market research, you will have known the target clients who buy the product or services that you provide.
It is not just a matter of getting online.
No.
You have to know.
Yeah.
You have to know where your clients
yes.
are. Are they in the Mudala? Will they want you being there stationary downtown? Do they want you to be in the market near home? Kamo, Chabukoto, all these places, Busega, do they want you there? Yes. Do they want you on TV? Because they watch TV most of the times.
I'll give another example about that. Me as a person in selling these products, I know at what time will I really find these people who are really, me as a person, I call them big fish. I know at what time do I be on Facebook to look for those people.
What time is that for you?
Like at 3. These people who are always shouting online when they are tired, and these potential people are online because the network is fast at that time. There is no congestion. Yeah. So at that time you will find me busy online, talking to people from Canada, talking to people from Norway, Netherlands. You find them online at that time. But like at this time, you will not find them. You will find these people politicians, and you will not bring your products into politics.
So what these two people are saying, these two advisors, our business coaches are saying, be passionate. Find out what you're passionate about, what you love. Number 2, do some research. Go to someone who has already started, ask them maybe ABCD, how can someone get into it? Actually, he has even said sometimes it may even be difficult for you to come in like that, but you can come in as a client. Yes, as if you're buying that particular product, so that you can get to know if you find, because there are some people who don't want to share, but there are also others who want to share and to help you, because there are some who say you can't finish.
Yes.
You can't finish all the clients. The clients are too many. And then the third one, the marketing strategy. That is
the business plan.
The business plan. The business plan, which basically you have to talk about what you want to sell. Is it a product or a service? Number 2, what was number 2?
How are you going to sell?
How are you going to sell? The marketing strategy. Are you going to use TV? Are you going to have your place location? Are you going to use radio announcements? Are you going to go online? Yes? All those different ones. Another one?
For the business plan, you still have to add, who am I going to work with?
Yes.
In terms of you may be having, in terms of expertise, you may be having an idea to start a plumbing business, but you're not a plumber, or you're not in any way an engineer. But you're passionate about it and you'd like to do it. So there you have to, or even fashion, you may be passionate about fashion, but you don't know how to do tailoring.
Yeah, the good example, it's me.
Yes.
I'm not a doctor, but I give out products which are healing.
Medical related, yes.
Yeah, so they call me a stem cell therapist, and doctors come and ask me, how does it work? Yet I'm not a doctor.
So, who are you going to work with? You outline the positions that the business is going to, if it's an attendant, you say an attendant and myself. From there, you can now do the costing. Costing means that you set, this is where you set the price of the product or service that you're going to sell. In a business plan, that is now the part where you do the costing. How much am I going to sell my product or service. That one involves you looking at the other price you found out during your market research. How much is the competitor selling at, and how much am I going to sell at, to sell, and what are the costs involved?
Do you know how many women have made losses? Have undersold themselves?
100 over 100.
100 over many.
So that is the problem,
Many.
of course. So
Yes.
you need to decide
Yeah.
what is the price, what is the competitor selling at, and how much am I investing in, so that I
Yes.
set the right price.
The right price. You can't come up and say that I'm going to sell this particular package, let us say, package of food, yes?
Yes.
Package of food at 3,000. One, because the competitor is at 4,000.
Yeah.
Yes, so I want to undercut. So that basically I have
I
something.
sell.
Yes, it is still pilau package. Yes, outside catering, we can get to you. You've even added on the cucumbers, everything. Very nice. The competition is at 4,000, but you're going to bring it at 3,000. Now you forget that this other competition that you have, this person here is making her pilau within town where she stays, in a free house that has been given to her. Yes?
Yeah.
In the meantime, from whatever money she gets, she actually sends the money to Mbali and then goes
And
into
the problem
rice
with that,
planting.
the problem with
So,
that,
just
this
a minute.
person,
So you find out that in effect, her costs are almost zero. She is literally paying her efforts, her labor. Now you who has to buy the rice, you are staying, I don't know where. Najana Kumbi, or a place further than that even. Yes? You have to take all these costs, but you want to come in and undercut and say, I'm going to sell at 3,000 because the other person is selling at 4,000. You see? That is how people, you continue, but church tatambula, why isn't my business growing? Why isn't it? Because the costing is wrong.
Exactly.
The costing is wrong.
another thing about that, these people, they want to outcompete the people they found in the system, yet these people have taken years doing what they are doing. So they don't know what really they did in the years or in the months, but they want to be on the same level with these people who have spent years in
20,
that business.
10 years,
Yes. You come 1 month, you'll be like, how do you do it? I tell you, it's like this. Then you want to outcompete me, yet I've spent years to build this. I know where I make losses and where I make profits. So you have to be patient and sell until you get the customers, until you get the clients, so that at least you'll be like, I'm putting a promotion. You can't just come and cut the price because you want to sell. It won't help. At the end of it all, we will find you on the line looking for a loan. You understand? After the loan, we will find you in court. Things won't be easy.
Robert, what do you think? What do you think the person out there, so that we avoid all these things that we are talking about? Yes, the extra loans and failure to manage and pay those loans. What do you think are those things that when someone is coming up with costing, they should actually be very keen on? I want you to look straight into that camera. For the woman who is there, who doesn't even know where to start from, her competitor said, you must sell Todawan, say what, 3,000. Yes? And yet when she calculates everything, she needs at least 4,000 to break even.
Yeah.
So what should she be keen on? And how would she survive?
Well, at the beginning, everyone should be mindful of how much does it cost for you to make
To put
and
a product
deliver
on the market.
a product. So that having calculated all that, and you're very sure that all the costs have been incorporated, both direct costs and indirect costs.
Break it down.
Break
it down. I want the woman out there to understand. Direct.
I'll use an example
Food.
of
We're now catering.
Catering. Producing a plate of food.
Direct costs, the mchele, the meat, the tomatoes, the oil, those are direct.
Direct costs.
Yes.
There are indirect costs which are not related to the product itself, but you must incur those costs.
The plates, the cups, the spoons,
exactly.
the packaging,
the workers,
the labor. Assuming that she's going and supplying, Yes?
Yeah.
Assuming she's doing from her home, let's talk about how the majority of them start. Yes, I do something from home, then I supply. Direct costs, if you are into catering, the tomatoes, the onions, if you're making pilau, the rice, everything, the charcoal,
Yeah.
those are direct costs for the pilau.
Yes.
Indirect costs, talk about the packaging material, talk about the border guy who is going to take, talk about what else?
The plates that are going to disappear.
Yes, if you have a maid who is actually also cooking, you have to also put in the amount. Don't say no, this maid here I'm
good.
adding another 50,000, but she's also for home. No, no. That extra 50,000 should also be embedded into the price that that is indirect cost.
Well, you've asked that I really simplify.
Yes.
I can give an example of a small shop in Intinda selling shoes, and you get there, the person does not have the shoes, and he tells you he can get for you the shoes at 100,000 from my suppliers in town, and you say please go and bring it. The person goes to town, brings the shoe, buys it the other side at 100, brings it and gives it to you. Now this person keeps doing that. Before he knows it, he has not been factoring in the transport of the border guy.
And even the time.
Well, when one has a business located in Intina and it deals in shoes, he or she goes to town, buys the shoes at 100,000, comes to Intinda, sells them at, let's say, 100,000 or even 105,000, and the profit there will be zero because you will have already used the border, and the rest of the cost will already be lost along the way.
Yes, going to town and coming back. But the money does not factor in that money.
It does not factor in that money. He puts in only 5,000, thinking that he has made a profit of 5,000, forgetting the transport cost to town, forgetting the transport cost back home. So at the end of the day, you realize that the business...
And he even drank a bottle
of water.
You realize that the business is selling, but is not making a profit, and eventually crashes.
Yes.
So that is the problem that comes if you do not do the costing. A business plan helps you to look there and say, I must be able to sell at this price in order for me to make a profit of 10,000, 20,000, or 100,000. The other element of a business plan is compliance.
Just give us two. And
let me give you the last two, compliance.
Yes.
Every business, whether you like it or not, will have to comply with the government legal requirements. And that is taxes. So I will run through quickly what formalization involves, because in many cases, if you're going to be a supplier of corporate organizations, you must formalize. And this is what I want to talk about. For every woman out there, formalization involves you registering your business with the Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
And it is very easy.
It is very easy and cheap. They have made it even cheaper and even online. Number two, you register with Posta Uganda, because there is a form called Form 18. For it to be activated, you must get a box number, that thing called PO Box this. Number three, you get a TIN number from the Uganda Revenue Authority. A TIN number is free. As a taxpayer,
it's also online.
It's also
everything online.
So, then from there, you can get to pay a license with the Kampala Capital City Authority, or if you are operating outside Kampala, you get to register with the municipal or town council so that you are licensed to operate. From there, you can now go ahead and maybe if you want to supply government, you can also go and register with PPDA. PPDA is public procurement and disposal of assets.
Do you know?
So that formalization helps you to be able to sell to big companies.
Yes.
Even if you are a smaller business, but that formalization alone as a woman gives you a niche to
go everywhere.
Be able to supply MTN, supply Airtel, supply any other corporate organization and NGOs.
What I wanted to ask you is, do you know how, I know Boret, you're laughing already. Do you know how many women are scared of these things?
Many.
The moment they hear compliance, that is only for the big people.
Yes, they know these people who are owning petrol stations.
I want you to encourage women Last time we met, we met workers, yes, staff, officials from the registration bureau. And they even broke it down and gave us something I think that you can register. Here, the starter business can go, I think, for 23,000. Not even 25. I don't think it reaches 30,000. Yes? I mean, apart from business searching the name and all, making sure that it is yours, it is so easy. Things such as the TIN number are free of charge. Yes? That is online. It can be accessed on the phone. I got mine over the phone. Some of these things are, but they are very necessary because by the time now you are going to sell, for example, you want to take your pillar and start giving the banks, or, another established, and you want something where you know that your money won't be stolen at the end of the day, you must be registered. You must have these different things that we're talking about. Give us the last one for the business plan.
Well, the very last one I should give. There are other parts, but of course, for this particular session and because of time, you have to estimate how much your business will make in the first year, the second year, or even the third year.
You make an estimation.
That helps you. Yes, that helps you with the estimate of the income you will be earning from your business in a year. And it also encourages you to be serious. Because if you know you have your financials indicate that for me to be able to break even, I must make 200 or 300 sales this year, or 500 sales this year. So you'll have to wake up every day, focus that in a month I have to make 30 or 20.
Have you spoken to a woman who tells you, Mukama yamanyi, I don't know, so now I cannot even tell you. We're talking about now the realistic woman, yes? Who will tell you, how do I project? Mukama wanyamba, I will have my capital, I will put back something. But for me to tell you estimation, how?
I was once like that.
You were once like that?
Yes.
It is very important.
It is very important.
Because you know, if you want to make 30 million, or 100 million, or 1 billion, this is the amount of products or services you must sell in that year. So then you divide those in months. You divide those of months in weeks, and then you get the daily targets.
Yes.
So you have targets.
Yes. That's why it is important for you to write down a simple business plan.
Yes.
It helps you to know, now that I want to sell 10,000 dresses, or maybe I want to get 30 clients, this is what I should get per month, this is what I should get per week.
So that you're growth oriented.
Exactly.
Instead of just
you just draw your game plan.
No, today was a good day.
When you have a game plan, it helps you to do something looking at it.
A goal.
Yes, you do something really looking at it. You'll be like, now I set a quarter a year. I have to make this, do this, then get this in a quarter of the year. Those are 3 months. Then if you have those 3 months, you have to count those 3 months. Me as a person, I have a game plan for this year, but I have to first handle these 3 months, a quarter of the year. I know I want to make this amount of money. So if the days are moving, I'll be like, how much have I made? How much have I made?
Because you have a goal.
Because I have a goal and a plan. How much have I made? Then that will give me energy to keep going and to add more effort to make it, either to make the real money I targeted in 3 months, or to exceed the money.
So is this a tangible, that's what we call a tangible plan? Yes, a tangible goal. It is smart. It is specific, measurable, attainable.
Wherever you're drawing a game plan,
yes, you must have
you need to have a smart goal. Don't say that I'm going to buy a plane in 4 months.
Is it realistic? Yet
you're going to make maybe 10M, maybe 5. So you have to have that smart plan, smart goals, so that they help you. At least if you fulfill these goals, you will add. You'll be like, I wanted to make 10M, I've made 11. Let me set now 13.
What is your last one? She has mentioned you must have a smart goal. You must have those goals, yes? And a plan to arrive at those. That one has to be key for the woman in 2024.
Yes.
Just wrap it up. Give us one more.
One more.
As we wrap up. And
In
then
as
we'll
much
have the
as
close one.
possible,
Yes.
please network.
Yes.
Get to groups of women meeting somewhere. Get to CEO forums. Get to HR forums. Get to business people forums. Join Rotary clubs so that you can be able to meet people. Your network is your network.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it is these people that will connect you to the rest.
Yeah.
You sound like a politician. Your network is
Is
your
your
network.
network?
But it's the
No,
truth.
that's the truth
It
because
is the real truth
because
about it.
now it's only
You sound
network.
Like a politician. don't skin me alive. And then, Goretti?
Me, what I will say as we are finishing it up, because of time, I want to tell these women out there that they have to start now, all today.
Yes.
You have to start now, all today. Because it's never too late or too early to start. You can start now, you can start today. Me, I don't want to say that you can start tomorrow. No. Even if I'm talking to you, whether you're joining my business, I'll ask you, after giving you all the information, I'll be like, are you starting now or today? Yes. Then you'll tell me when you're starting. And another thing I'm telling the ladies out there, please avoid these people. They are saying, what will they say? That thing is called public opinion. Public opinions have made us fail. You're like, what will they think? I'm selling STC 30. What will they say? These people, you will be like, what will they say? But after they will say something, when you're hungry, you'll be like, help me with 10K. My kids are starving. They will be like, was asking for 10K. But if I sell my 1 box and I earn some money, if I sell my 2 boxes and I earn 100,000, I will buy a sack of rice of 10 kilograms, put it home, buy salt, my kids eat. Yes. Okay? Yes. So ladies out there, don't wait for anything.
Stop over-begging.
And don't mind about public opinions. Yes. Public opinions don't pay your car and don't pay any bill.
You've had it all.
That is it.
Correct. Public opinions don't pay a car. They don't do what?
They don't pay any bill.
They don't pay any bills. Please, this is 2024, ladies. Thank you so much. We have had such a blessed beginning of 2024 with you, Goretti, with you, Robert. This has been an amazing moment, and we're going to have to call you back.
Okay.
We're going to have to call you back. This is not the last time you get to see. Please, ladies, 2024, I want to hear stories from you. Get onto our social media pages. Let me know what you have started. Let me know when you need some encouragement, will help you. Let us know which particular skills you would want to go through. We'll help you, link you to the right people. Please get out of your boxes and contact us. We are there to help you on Women in Business. Happy 2024. This has been Doreen Kemcha on Women in Business, Smart 24 TV. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful year ahead. Bye-bye.